Right from the get-go, the game throws you into chaos.
Players are zipping around, chasing each other, and just trying to survive. Our main character barely dodges a sticky situation, which really shows the game's intense vibe. As the story unfolds, teamwork becomes absolutely essential. Our protagonist runs into some allies and learns just how important it is to gather resources and figure out healing abilities. When they start exploring the monastery, they discover some serious strategic advantages that might just keep them alive. The game also spices things up with skill building and meditation elements that help players level up their abilities. These mechanics really come into play when it's all about gaining strength and gearing up for the next round of battles. Here's a cool twist: the vampires in the game are totally wary of sunlight, and that's their Achilles heel. This realization pushes the characters to dig deeper and uncover the hidden spots where these vampires hang out. Then we dive into some negotiations between characters and the vampires, which brings up some pretty interesting themes like trust and deception. The characters suggest a temporary truce to gather intel on the vampire threats looming over them. As they huddle together, the group shares their training experiences and strategies for tackling these vampires. They really hammer home the importance of being prepared and using the sun's power against their foes. Things take a turn when panic sets in, and we see just how vulnerable the group is. The urgency ramps up as they realize the vampires are already in their midst. They've got to come up with a game plan, fast. As the threat escalates, one character confronts some serious baggage with vampires, revealing a deeper connection and personal stakes that really amp up the battle. Then, we witness the horrifying transformation of a friend into a vampire, which lays bare the brutal consequences of their encounters. This forces the group to face some tough decisions about survival. Suddenly, the Pillar team makes an unexpected entrance, and they aren't exactly friendly. Their aggressive behavior towards the players creates an immediate sense of danger, leaving the players scrambling to escape. The hunt for a powerful mask drives the Pillar team, hinting at some serious ambitions for world domination. The players need to figure out what this mask means and what it could mean for their quest. In a twist of fate, the players find out that the Pillar team is also at odds with the vampires, complicating their mission even more. Now, navigating alliances and rivalries becomes crucial for survival as threats begin to stack up. At first, the team has a rough time against the Pillarmen, who show no mercy in their attack. This confrontation really sets the stage for an epic showdown. During the heat of the battle, one teammate accidentally turns into a vampire after donning a mask, which raises major concerns about the risks tied to the mask's powers. After what feels like an exhausting fight, the team manages to take down the Pillarmen. But they're left with some serious questions about what their victory means and the nature of the stone's powers. Their adventure kicks off in the sprawling desert, where the group is in awe of ancient architecture. It's like they're reflecting on the mysterious powers tied to these old structures, and they're super eager to dig deeper into this world. Along the way, they discover the concept of stands, awesome abilities linked to powerful characters in their universe. One team member even gains a standout power called the Magician's Red, which is pretty cool. But just when things seem to be settling down, they face off against a tough opponent who can freeze time. This encounter leads to the tragic death of a comrade, fueling their determination to regroup and strike back. In the middle of the action, we see a player's immediate reaction to being airborne, capturing that rush of adrenaline. It's moments like this that make every second feel critical and engaging. You can really feel the emotional bonds between friends in the game. It really shows how teamwork can shift the outcomes of the game, adding a whole new layer of depth to the competition. Plus, the narrative doesn't shy away from humor. There are these hilarious moments with bizarre locations and absurd scenarios that lighten up the overall tension, making for a more enjoyable gameplay experience.